Okay. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Gurur Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Agajanana Padmarkam, Gajanana Maharnisham, Anekadam Tam Bhaktanam, Ekadantam Upasmahe. Saraswati Namastubhyam Varade Kamarupini Vidyarambham Karishyami Siddhir Bhavatu Me Sada. Okay, so we'll do one thing. Until the others come, let us do the Gadya Kavyam. Okay, so that
That is the Kavya Katha, no?
Kavya Katha we completed last week. This is right after the Kavya Katha. Anvaya Rachana is there. After the Anvaya Rachana, Samskrita Sahitya Parichayaha.
So the first chapter, first
second
lesson.
chapter. We are on the second chapter. First chapter we completed.
Okay. Yeah, first we completed.
And in the second book, we did Kavya Katha last week. After completing the first book, we read the Kavya Katha. Now we shall do the Gadya Kavyam. Until the others join. When they join, we'll start the Vyakarana. Okay. So did you find the page, Gadya Kavyam?
Yes.
Okay. So Kavyam Dvividham, Gadyam Padyam Cha iti. Shlokamayam Padyam, Tad Bhinnam Kavyam Gadyam. Gad means Vyaktayam Vachi. Dhatutaha Gadyam iti Shabdaha Nishpannaha. So basically, Kavyam is of two types. There is another classification that we studied in the last lesson. That is Drishya Kavyam and Shravya Kavyam. So here it is Gadya Kavyam and Padya Kavyam. So a Kavyam can be categorized in two ways. So here Padya Kavyam is completely with shlokas, and that which is different from that is called Gadya Kavyam. So from the Gad Shabda, from the Gad Dhatu, Gadyam has been derived. Samanyataha Pradeshika Bhashasu Padyameva Kavyam iti Vyavaharaha Drishyate. Samskrite tu Gadyamapi Kavyam iti Pariganyate. Normally in our regional languages, we only consider that which is written in the form of padyams or shlokas. Only that we consider as a kavyam. But even in Samskritam, even Gadyam is considered as a kavyam. We don't say Gadyam is a kavyam. We say it is prose. We don't say it is poetry, right? So in regular regional languages also that is the thing. But in Samskritam, even Gadyam is considered as a kavyam.
Ma'am, are you teaching a lesson, ma'am, now?
Yes. So since nobody joined, we are doing the Gadya Kavyam. It is right after the Anvaya Rachana, second lesson.
Okay, ma'am. 1 minute, ma'am. Let me get.
So then, Gadya Kavya Rachanayam Padyasya iva adhikaha niyamaha na santi. So like in the Padya Kavyam, Gadya Kavyam does not have a lot of rules. In Padya Kavyam, we have to follow the Chandas, we have to follow the Alankara or whatever it is. But in the Gadya Kavya, you don't have all that. Tathapi Gadya Rupena Likhitam Sarvamapi Kavyam iti namanyate. But at the same time, whatever is written in Gadya Rupam, all of those will not be considered as Kavyam also. Gadya Kavyasya Shaili Ramaniya Bhavet. So a Gadyam, which is a Kavyam. So here we can understand that Gadyam, not all Gadyams are Kavyams. There are some Gadyams which are not Kavyams. So what is the speciality about the Gadyam, that is Kavyam? The Shaili will be very beautiful. Ramaniya Bhavet. Shaili means a style of writing.
And Vyaktayam Vachi means?
Vyaktayam means to express. So how it is expressed? Vachi means vak, like the speech.
Oh, speech.
So Gad itself means the speech of expression.
Expression.
So Gadya Kavyasya Shaili Ramaniya Bhavet. Varnanam, Rasaposhanam, Patraposhanam Ityadikam Sarvam api Parasparam Purakam Bhavet. So in a Gadya Kavyam, all these characteristics will be there. Varnanam, Rasaposhanam, Patraposhanam, all those. Swechaya kaschit kinchit Gadya Rupena likhati chet tat kavyam na bhavati. Now, whatever you write in the form of Gadyam will not become Kavyam. Many people will write. But if they are not following certain standards, it cannot be called as Kavyam. It might be Gadyam, but it cannot be Gadya Kavyam. Gadya Kavyam lekhitumapi pratibha parishramah cha avashyakah. So even to write a Gadya Kavyam, one needs pratibha, means talent, and parishramaha, hard work, is needed. Dosha
Yes, ma'am. Like, are there any requirements, ma'am, to be like Gadya Kavyam, both like?
We will read about that. We are still reading, no? It will come. All will be mentioned. Okay. Gadya Kavyam lekhitumapi pratibha parishramaha cha avashyakah. Dosharahitam rasabharitam kavyam eva saHrudayanam shlaghanam prapnoti. Ataha eva uktam. Gadyam kavinam nikasham vadanti iti. So, writing a Gadya Kavyam needs talent and hard work. Okay. Dosharahitam rasabharitam kavyam eva suhrudayanam shlaghanam prapnoti. So that which is without any doshas, without any mistakes, and which is filled with rasas, the navarasas. Right? If not all the navarasas, some of the rasas should be there in each kavyam. Only then suhrudayanam means here suhrud means well-wisher, means those who appreciate the work. Those are, in this context, we can take it like that. Shlaghanam prapnoti. So they will praise or appreciate only if the kavyam is dosharahitam and rasabharitam. Ataha eva uktam. Gadyam kavinam nikasham. Nikasham means now it is a stone on which the purity of gold is tested. You know, when you go to a goldsmith and when you exchange some old gold, he will first rub it on a stone. And by rubbing it on the stone, he will know how pure the gold is. So here, Gadya Kavyam is like that. So a poet, if he writes a Gadya Kavyam, depending on how he writes that Gadya Kavyam, his pratibha can be estimated. Like one can tell how talented he is. Gadyam kavinam nikasham vadanti iti. Gadya kavyasya rachanaya eva kavehe kavitva shaktehe pariksha bhavati iti tasya vakyasya arthaha. So the meaning of the sentence Gadyam kavinam nikasham vadanti, the meaning of that sentence he gave in regular words. Gadya kavyasya rachanaya eva, only by writing a Gadya kavyam, kavehe kavitva shaktehe pariksha bhavati. So it is a test for his skills in poetry, in writing poetry. Iti tasya vakyasya arthaha. Nikashaha means suvarnasya parikshartham prayujyamana shila. So nikashaha is a stone used in testing the purity of gold. Ramurthy Mahodaya, Namaskaraha.
Namaskar, Bhagini. Sorry, I got a little late.
No worries. We are doing the Gadya Kavyam.
Okay,
it is after the Anvaya Rachana.
Sure.
We are on the third paragraph. Yeah.
Okay.
Gadya Kavye Pradhanataya Ojo Gunaha Bhavet. Samasabhuyastvam ojo gunasya lakshanam. Ojas means it is a kind of energy. Okay, it is a kind of energy. Ojas. So that
Ojo guna means what, ma'am?
That is what I'm saying. It is a kind of energy.
Okay, ma'am.
In this context, it can mean a little different, but normally ojas means energy. Let us see how it will fit into this context. Okay.
Okay.
Samasa bhuyastvam ojo gunasya lakshanam. So ojo gunasya lakshanam kim samasa bhuyastvam. So here it is taken as a skill. Okay. Here ojas is taken as skill. So samasa bhuyastvam means depending on how many samasta padams that you use in your kavyam. The ojas guna, ojo guna is dependent on the usage of samasta padams, the samasa padams. Okay. Samasa karanena alpaihi shabdaihi eva adhikaha vishayaha vaktum shakyate ityeva adhikataya samasaha upayujyate. Now, why the usage of samastapadam is considered as a skill? Why? Because if I say dandahastaha, what does it mean? Dandahastaha means he who has a stick in his hand. Okay. Now, yasya haste dandaha asti saha. Now, I have to use so many words to explain that. But if I use a samastapadam, one word is sufficient. Dandahastaha. So those samastapadams are so powerful. They have so much meaning in them. So they are putting or reducing the number of words used, making it very precise, right? So that is what he's saying. Samasakaranena means by forming samastapadams, alpaihi shabdaihi eva adhikaha vishayaha vaktum shakyate ityeva adhikataya samasaha upayujyate. So with very small words also you can express a lot of meaning. And so this the samasa words are used in plenty. Kavihi dandi evam uktavan. Ojaha samasa bhuyastvam etat gadyasya jeevitam iti. So here what is the Kavi? There is a Kavi by the name of Dandi. So he once said, it seems. What did he say? Ojaha samasa bhuyastvam etat gadyasya jeevitam iti. So basically, ojaha means, like I said, ojas actually means a kind of energy. Okay, samasa bhuyastvam means being able to form samasa padams. Etat gadyasya jeevitam. So in a gadya kavya should definitely have the samasa padams, and only with the usage of samasa padams the gadya kavyas pratibha will be shown, or it will be more effective. Whatever message is being given through that gadya kavyam, message or story or whatever, it is more effective. Okay. पद्यकाव्यस्य अपेक्षया गद्यकाव्ये विषयान् वर्णयितुं कवेः अधिकं स्वातन्त्र्यं विद्यते. Now he is making a comparison. Until now, the person who wrote this described what is a gadya kavyam. Okay, and gadya kavyam is different from padya kavyam. Means it is not comprised of shlokas, but anything that you write in the form of gadyam will not be gadya kavyam. One needs skill and hard work to write a gadya kavyam, and gadya kavyams are filled with the samasta padams, and the quality of a gadya kavyam is determined by the number of samasta padams used. Why? Because the samasta padams are very powerful. They express a lot of meaning. Even one small word can express a lot of meaning. So now the comparison is being done between Padya Kavya and Gadya Kavya. Padya Kavyasya apekshaya means compared to Padya Kavya, Gadya Kavye Vishayan Varnayitum Kavehe Adhikam Swatantriyam Vidyate. So the poet will take a little freedom in explaining or describing things. Okay, in a Gadya Kavyam. In Padya Kavyam, he will not have that much of opportunity.
1 minute, ma'am.
Huh? Samir, were you saying something?
Oh, no, ma'am. No, ma'am.
पद्यकाव्यं श्लोकरूपेण भवति इति कारणेन तत्र नियमाः अधिकाः. नियमानां परिधौ एव कविना शब्दाः प्रयोक्तव्याः भवन्ति. So in Padyakavya there are so many rules, like earlier I said, chandas, one has to follow the chandas. There itself that limitations are there, because when using a chandas, there is only, depending on what kind of chandas you are using, there is a limit on the number of aksharas that you can put in each line. So when the aksharas are, you have to follow the number of aksharas in each line, then something that you want to describe, if it takes more words, you have to find an alternative or a synonymous word with less number of aksharas to match the chandas. So here, the freedom of the poet is limited because of these restrictions. If there is no restriction, you will use the word that you want to use, which might be even more appropriate in that situation. But when you are restricted with the number of words and all that, you try to compress. So in that compression, certain information will not come out as much as you want to describe. So here also the same thing. गद्यकाव्यस्य एतादृशाः नियमाः न सन्ति इति कारणेन स्वस्य इच्छानुसारं शब्दान् प्रयोक्तुं शक्नोति कविः. So in Gadya Kavya, there is no such restriction. So he will be able to explain as per his own ichha. Kechana Gadya Kavyam Katha Akhyayika cha iti dvidha vibhajante. So Kechana Gadya Kavyam Katha Akhyayika cha iti dvidha vibhajante. So Gadya Kavyam can be categorized as Katha or as Akhyayika. Okay. Kathayah vastu kalpanikam. Akhyayikayah vastu itihasa prasiddhancha bhavati. Iti te tayoh bhedam prakalpayanti. So Gadya Kavyam can be categorized as either Katha or Akhyayika. Katha is based on pure fiction, whereas Akhyayika is historical, basically. Means it is based on facts. Banabhattena rachitam Kadambari nama kavyam Kathayaha udaharanam. Harshacharitam nama kavyam Akhyayikayaha udaharanam. So he mentioned a couple of examples. So Kadambari, written by Banabhatta, is an example of a Katha. Why? It is totally fictional. That story did not happen. It is made up by the poet. Whereas Harshacharitam nama kavyam Akhyayikayaha udaharanam. It is an example of Akhyayika. It is about the king Harsha. Okay, so it is historical and it is based on facts that have actually happened. Padya kavyasya iva Gadya kavyasya api itihasaha prachinaha. So itihasaha is historical, prachinaha. So Gadya kavyam is also as ancient as the Padya kavyam. Vyakarana Mahabhashye Patanjalina Vasavadatta Sumanottara Bhaimarathi Ityadayaha Akhyayikaha iti ullikhitaha. Okay, so
Excuse me.
Huh.
These are all Akhyayikaha Gadya Kavya, ma'am. Historical yes. Gadya Kavyas.
Yes, that is what he said, no? Akhyayikaha iti ullikhitaha. Okay, they have been labeled as Akhyayikaha. Vasavadatta and then Sumanottara Bhaimarathi. Kintu etani Gadya Kavyani na kutrapi adya paryantam upalabdhani. But we know that these existed, but as of now we don't have them. Okay. Sadyah उपलभ्यमानेषु गद्यकाव्येषु सुबन्धोः वासवदत्ता एव प्राचीनतमं काव्यम्. Okay. Sadyah means like now, like today. Okay. Or as of now. उपलभ्यमानेषु गद्यकाव्येषु सुबन्धोः वासवदत्ता एव प्राचीनतमं काव्यम्. So, among all the Gadya Kavyas that are available today, Vasavadatta, which is written by Subandha, is the oldest. Okay? Etasyaha Katha Kalpaniki. So, that is a fictional story. Anantara Kalineshu, Gadya Kavyeshu. In the previous sentence, it is given as Akhyayikaha iti ullikhitaha, right?
Yeah, that also, and also Patanjali na Vasavadatta. I thought it was written by Patanjali. What does it mean?
So, Vyakarana Mahabhashye Patanjalina means in the Vyakarana Mahabhashyam written by Patanjali. Okay, these names are mentioned as Akhyayikaha.
Okay.
Okay. But we have never found them. Okay, but kintu etani gadyakavyani na kutrapi adya paryantam upalabdhani. So we only know that these existed because they were mentioned by Patanjali in the Mahabhashya that he wrote. He mentioned these kavyas. That is how we know that there are some kavyas with these names. But we never found those kavyas until today. Vasavadatta eva prachinatamam kavyam. Okay, so here it only says that it is a prachina, the oldest kavyam. Okay, so whether it is akhyayikaha or kathaha, there is no discrepancy there. Okay, Vasavadatta is labeled as akhyayika, means it is based on historical facts, and up until now, Vasavadatta is the oldest kavyam available. Etasyaha katha kalpaniki. Here he says that the story is fictional. But Akhyayika is called, when it is mentioned as Akhyayika, it means it is based on historical facts. So, okay, let us see. Anantara Kalineshu Gadya Kavyeshu Banasya Kadambaryaha Harshacharitasya cha Vishishtam Sthanam Asti. So after Vasavadatta, Kadambari and Harshacharitam, these two have taken a very good place in under Gadya Kavyam. Banasya Varnana Kaushalam tu Advitiyam. Tasya Lokajnanam Vishayasya Sukshmava Lokana Samarthyam cha Mahat Asit iti tasya Kavyayoho Adhyayanena Jnayate. So Bana has written Kadambari. So Bana's Varnana Kaushalam means the way he describes things. Advitiyam means he is the best in doing describing things. And his Lokajnanam Vishayasya Sukshmavalokana Samarthyam means even taking care of the minute details, and his general knowledge. All these are very good. Kadambari Kavyasya Vastu Kachit Kalpaniki Katha Harshacharitam Itihasa Prasiddhasya Rajnyaha Harshavardhanasya Vishaye Likhita Akhyayika. So Kadambari is fictional, but Harshacharitam is based on the story of Harshavardhana. Okay. So the oldest is Vasavadatta. Next famous ones are Kadambari and Harshacharitam. Kadambari is totally fictional, whereas Harshacharitam is based on the story of the king Harshavardhana. And Vasavadatta is in one place it is mentioned as a katha and fictional. But in the Vyakarana Mahabhashya, Patanjali has mentioned it as Akhyayika. Okay, so there is that discrepancy. So we are acknowledging the discrepancy. Okay. After that, Dandinaha Avanti Sundari Katha Dashamukha Charitam Dhanapalasya Tilaka Manjari Vadibha Simhasya Gadya Chintamanihi Ityadini Anyani Prasiddhani Gadya Kavyani. So Dandinaha, Dandi also is one poet. Dandinaha is in Shashti Vibhakti. Okay. So Dandis, all these are also well-known Gadya Kavyams. What are those Kavyams written by Dandi? Avanti Sundari Katha, Dashakumara Charitam, Dhanapalasya Tilaka Manjari, Vadibha Simhasya Gadya Chintamani. So these are famous Gadya Kavyams written by Dandi. Gadya Kavyam Kidrisham Bhavati iti Jnapayitum Atra Harshacharita Sangraha Namakat Granthat Uddhutaha Kasyana Bhagaha Diyate. Okay. So earlier in the last lesson, we saw a sample of a Natakam. Here we will be seeing a small sample of how a Gadya Kavyam is. And this is taken from Harshacharita. Okay. Harshacharita Sangraha Namakat Granthat. Okay. Purvam Shrikantha Janapade Pushpabhutihi Nama Raja Asit. Kadachit Saha Shaiva Gurum Bhairavacharyam Drashtum Sankalpam Karoti. Anantaram. Okay. So the background is Shrikantha Janapade, means a district by the name of Shrikantha. Pushpabhutihi Nama Raja Asit. There is a king by the name of Pushpabhutihi. One time he wanted to visit Bhairavacharya, who is a Shaiva Guru. Okay. Shaiva Gurum Bhairavacharyam Drashtum Sankalpam Karoti. So he wanted to visit this particular Acharya. Now let us see. Aparedyuhucha Pratareva Utthaya Vajinam Adhiruhya Katipayaihi Eva Rajaputraihi Parivritaha Bhairavacharyam Drashtum Pratasthe. Okay. Here the meanings are given at the bottom of the page. Aparedyuhu. Aparedyuhu means Anantara Dine. Adya means today. Okay. Apara plus Adya. It is another day, on the following day, kind of. Pratareva, early in the morning. Utthaya, Vajinam means horse. Ashvam. Adhiruhya means Arohya. Katipayaihi eva Rajaputraihi Parivritaha Bhairavacharyam Drashtum Pratasthe. Pratasthe means Prasthitavan. Means he started, Bailderadu. Gatvacha Kinchidanantaram Abhimukam Apatantam Bhairavacharya Shishyeshu Anyatamam Adrakshit. So as soon as he started, Gatvacha Kinchidanantaram, as he started, Abhimukam Apatantam means Abhimukam means coming towards him. There are some Bhairavacharya Shishyeshu Anyatamam Adrikshit. So he saw some disciples of Bhairavacharya coming towards him.
Katipayai is what? Katipayai eva.
A few.
Okay.
Or some, you can say several, like that also. Aprakshit cha va Bhagavan aste. So aprakshit means having seen. No. Having asked. Aprakshit cha. So he asked also. Kva Bhagavan aste. So where is the Acharya? Iti. Saha akathayat. Asya Jirna Matrgrihasya Uttarena Bilvavatikam Adhyaste. Iti. Okay. So a person answered. So this king was asking, where is Bhagavan? Means he is referring to this Acharya. So he got an answer. Asya Jirna Matru Grihasya Uttarena Bilva Vatikam adhyaste. Means he is in that Vatika. Vatika means garden, Bilva Vatika, filled with Bilva trees. And where is that Bilva Vatikam? Jirna Matru Grihasya Uttarena. It is to the north of Jirna Matru Griham. Iti. Raja Gatvacha Tam Pradesham Avatatara Pravivesha cha Bilva Vatikam. So the king went to that place and then he also entered the Bilva Vatikam. Atha Mahataha Karpatika Vrindasya Madhye Pratareva Snatam Anushitagnikaryam Vyagracharmani Upavishtam Abahubhashinam Mandahasinam Sarvopakarinam Kumara Brahmacharinam Dhama Dharmasya Pattanam, sorry, Dhama Dharmasya Pattanam Putatayaha Shalam Shilasya Kshetram Kshamayaha Akaram Karunayaha Samajam Saujanyasya Bhagavantam Sakshat Iva Virupaksham Bhairavacharyam Dadarsha. So these are all adjectives of this Bhairavacharya. Okay. So after going into that Vatika, he saw Atha Mahataha Karpatika Vrindasya Madhye. So Vrindam means I think in the form of a circle. Okay, Karpatika Vrindam. So this Karpatika is some kind of maybe trees or bushes or whatever. So which is in the form of a circle, and in the middle of that circle, Pratareva Snatam. So he already has taken a bath early in the morning. Anushtitagni Karyam. And he also has performed his morning rituals. Vyagra Charmani Upavishtam. And he is sitting on the skin of the tiger. Abahu Bhashinam. Means, and he is very quiet, he is not talking. Mandahasinam. And he is smiling, having a smile on his face. Sarvopakarinam. And he who always does, good for the others. Kumara Brahmacharinam. Kumara Brahmacharinam is another adjective, means he is a Brahmachari, basically, I'm thinking. And then Dhamam Dharmasya. So Dhamam here is given as Ashraya Sthanam, means his place where he lives. Okay. Means where does he live? It is not exactly the physical thing, but Dharmasya Dhama. Means he is in a place where Dharma is being followed. Like that, maybe we can take. Pattanam Putatayaha. Putatayaha, I have to see what it is. Pattanam is... I think what it means is this phrase, Pattanam Putatayaha, means, see, back in those days, forests are considered as very dangerous and difficult to live in. Why? Because they are all filled with wild animals, and survival is very difficult. But Pattanam means like a town, is like livable. Right? It is easy to live in a Pattanam. So, but many times they say that a capable person can turn a forest into a Pattanam. Means not literally like a Pattanam, but he can find enough things to make his life easy even in such difficult situations. In that sense, it is used.
This Dharmasya can also be taken as a storehouse of, he was like a solid storehouse of righteousness.
Yes, correct. Okay, so this Pattanam, where are we? And then Shalam Shilasya, Kshetram Kshamayaha. So here again, Sheelam means character. So his his character reflects in that place. We can take it as that. Kshetram Kshamayaha. And then he has a lot of forgiveness. Akaram Karunayaha. And his form, the physical form is very, how do you say Karuna in English?
Compassionate or
compassionate. Samajam Saujanyasya. And Samajam means like, how do you say, the social, what do you say, aspect, the social aspect, right? Samajam means people around you. Saujanyasya means, so everything about him is very friendly. Bhagavantam Sakshat Iva Virupaksham Bhairavacharyam Dadarsha. So this particular, he saw this Bhairavacharya as though he's Sakshat the Shiva himself. Bhairavacharyastu Durateva Rajanam Drishtva Prayujjagama. So Prayujjagama means going towards the guest and inviting him. When people come to our house, what do? We usually go out to invite them inside, right? We won't simply sit in the house and wait for them to come inside. We will take a few steps out and we welcome them into the house. So like that, here Acharya, when he saw the Raja from far, he welcomed him. Samarpita Shri Phalopayanaha cha Gambhiraya Gira Swasti Shabdam Akarot. So he Swasti Vakyam he said. You know how they always say Prajebhyaha Swastir Bhavatu. So all that, right? So when a king is coming, he offered some fruits and all, and also said some Swasti Vachanam. Narapatihi api Duravanataha Pranamam Chakara. So the king also from that far he saluted. He was offering salutations. So he did not wait until he came very close to the Acharya to offer his salutations. From far he offered the salutations. Acharyaha api Agacha atra upavisha iti Shardula Charma Atmiyam Adarshayat. So he invited the king and he said, come on, come and sit here. And he offered a Shardula Charma. Shardulam means a tiger's skin he offered to sit. Upadarshita Prashnayah tu Raja Madhura Samayim Pravartayan Vacham Vyajahara. Okay. Madhura Samayim Pravartayan Vacham Vyajahara. One second. Okay. So, Upadarshita Prashna or is it Prashna, right?
Prashra.
Yeah, right? Upadarshita Prashrayaha tu Raja Madhura Samayim Pravartayan Vacham Vyajahara. So he was also being very polite, and while being polite, he also said something. What did he say? Bhagavan na arhasi mam anya nripalan iva bhavayitum. Na arhasi mam anya nripalan iva bhavayitum. Abhumihi ayam upacharanam. Okay, you need not need not, or I am not, aham na arhasi. So you need not treat me like a king. That is what he is trying to say. Anyan ripalan iva bhavayitum na arhasi. You cannot treat me like other kings. Why? Abhumihi ayam upacharanam. Abhumihi means he who does not have land. So a king is supposed to have a land. But he is saying abhumihi ayam upacharanam. Upacharanam means again in serving others. Okay? Alam atiyantranaya. So atiyantranaya is given as anurodha. Anurodha means some kind of obstacle. So, okay. So what he's trying to say is, I think he is in trouble. He is in some kind of trouble where he is about to lose all his kingdom. And anurodha means some kind of obstacles. So he's frustrated, or he's kind of anxious about the difficulties that he is in. So alam means like enough. Okay? Enough of this avarodhi. Okay? All these troubles that are coming across his path. He is not able to take them. Durasthitaha api manoratha shishyaha ayam bhavatam. So though I am far away from you, manoratha shishyaha ayam bhavatam. I am your manoratha shishya, means your favorite disciple. Mananiyam cha guruvat na ullanghanam arhati guroho asanam. Ullanghanam means not obeying, right? So guroho asanam na ullanghanam arhati. So one cannot how do you say? The asanam. The asanam is also like guruvat, means not only the guru's asanam also you have to show that much respect. Mananiyam means to show respect, that which is respectable. Mananiyam cha guruvat guroho asanam. Guroho asanam. Guru's asanam is also should be respected as much as the guru himself, and that cannot be ullanghanam. You cannot cross that, or how do you say ullanghanam? Means disobey. Ullanghanam is kind of disobeying. You cannot disobey that.
Bhagini, the previous sentences, no? Na arhasi mam, and I interpreted it this way, that please don't, I am not like other kings. I can't be like other kings. I don't have any room for all these niceties, upacharam, and enough with all your considerations. Alam, anurodha means I don't require you to offer me any more courtesies. That is how I...
Yes, actually you can take it as that also. The first one we discussed the same, right? Na arhasi mam anyan ripalan iva bhavayitim. You need not treat me like the other kings.
Correct.
Okay? Abhumihi ayam upacharanam. So, abhumihi...
I have no room for, there is no place in me for upacharas. I don't require that. He's meaning like that.
Upacharanam, yes, correct. Upacharanam is upacharam, means like serving, right?
Yeah.
So there is no need for these courtesies. Yes. And enough of this. Okay, we can definitely take it like that. Durasthitaha api manoratha shishyaha ayam bhavatam. Okay, I will, though I am seated a little far away, I am still your favorite student. Okay, mananiyam cha guruvat na ullanghanam arhati guroho asanam. Yeah, this we discussed already. Asatam cha bhavantaha eva atra. So basically the guru offered his asanam to this king. So the king said, no, I cannot take your seat. I will sit away at a little distance, you yourself sit there. Evam vyahritya Raja Parijanochite Vasasi Nishasada. Okay? Vyahritya. So after saying that, Parijanochite Vasasi Nishasada. So he sat. Where did he sit? On some vastram that is there. Okay? Bhairavacharye api Pritya Anatikkramaniyam Nripavachanam Anuvartamanaha Purvavat Tadeva Vyagrajinam Abhajata. Purvavat Tadeva Vyagrajinam Abhajata. So he kind of appreciated what the king said, and he Purvavat Tadeva Vyagrajinam Abhajata. So maybe he sat on the same tiger's skin like before, right? Asine cha sarajake parijane shishya jane cha samuchitam arghyadikam chakre. Okay. So his other disciples who are there in that place have offered this king, the water and all that. Kramena cha nripamadhuryapahritantaha karanaha uvacha. Tata ati namrata eva te kathayati gunanam gauravam. Sakala sampat patram asi. Janmanaha prabhriti adatta drishtihi asmi swapateyeshu. Swapateyeshu. Okay, so let us go back again. Kramena cha nripa madhuryapahritantah karana uvacha. So this king is saying, no. So who said this to whom? So the Acharya only said this. Acharya said this to the king, Nripam. Okay, Nripam Adhuryapahritantakarana uvacha. Tata ati namrata eva te kathayati gunanam gauravam. So you have very well, described about the characteristics or the gunas. Sakala sampat patram asi. You are, Sakala Sampat Patram means you are a complete or a person with good character or qualities. Janmanaha Prabhriti Adatta Drishtihi Asmi Swapate Yeshu. Janmanaha Prabhriti Adatta Drishtihi Asmi Swapate Yeshu. Okay, let us come back to this sentence again. Let me read ahead a little bit. Dhanaihi avikritam kvachit sharirakam asti. Bhaiksharakshitaha santi pranaha. Kashtena uparjitani katichit vidyante vidyaksharani. Bhagavat Shiva, Bhagavat Iva, Bhattaraka Sevaya, Samuparjita Kiyatyapi, Sannihita Punya Kanika. Svikriyatam Yadatra Upayogarham iti. Okay, so now let us again read. Dhanaihi avikritam kvachit sharirakam asti. Means sharirakam asti, which cannot be bought with money. Dhanaihi avikritam kvachit sharirakam asti.
Is it the Acharya is saying Janmanah adatta drushti asmi swapateshu, means I have not been blessed with wealth, but I have dhanaihi, but instead something which cannot be bought by wealth.
By the money.
Money, sharirakam, that is health.
Sharirakam, you mean health? No.
And no?
Shariram normally means body. Maybe, yeah, it can also imply not just body, but body that is healthy. Bhaiksharakshitaha santi pranaha.
I don't have to beg.
So the pranas. It is about the pranas. Means the pranas that he have are not Bhaiksharakshitaha. Let me see.
Shariraka is, it says physical fitness. So I have the physical fitness.
Bhaiksham means like bhiksha.
Hunger, bhiksha, begging. So I don't have to beg is what he's saying. Right?
Bhaiksharakshitaha means that which is. One second. So that which need not be begged. The pranas santi pranaha. Bhaiksharakshitaha santi pranaha. Kashtena uparjitani katichit vidyante vidyaksharani. So whatever I have is this vidya, which I acquired with a lot of difficulty. Bhagavat iva bhattaraka sevaya samuparjita kiyatyapi sannihita punya kanika. So he also acquired some punyam. Okay. Svikriyatam yadatra upayogarham iti. Means svikriyatam yadatra upayogarham. That means I think what he means is svikriyatam yadatra upayogarham. So I will do whatever is needed to be done. Right?
Yeah.
Raja tu tam pratyabravit. So then Raja replied, Bhagavan yushma darshanat uparjitam eva aparimitam kushala jatam iti. Yushmad darshanat uparjitam eva aparimitam kushala jatam iti. Just by seeing you or by having your darshan itself, I have earned a lot of wellness. Vividabhihi cha kathabhihi chiram sthitva griham agat. Chiram sthitva griham agat.
Griham agat.
Means a lot of basically different kinds of stories, right? Agat is to go, or it is in how do you say? It is lun lakara basically. Lun lakara is bhutakala. So chiram agat. अन्यस्मिन् दिवसे भैरवाचार्यः अपि राजानां द्रष्टुं ययौ. Okay, so basically there he left, the king left from that ashram. Okay, So he took a lot of stories from that ashram and he left for his home. Anyasmin divase, on the following day, Bhairavacharya api rajanam drashtum yayo. So the Bhairavacharya himself went to the king's place. Tasmai cha raja santaha santah puram saparijanam sakosham atmanam niveditavan. So Tasmai, to this Bhairavacharya, he offered everything. All his people, all his treasure, and all his country or whatever place he has under his adhinam. Sahacha vihasya tata kva vibhavaha kvacha vayam vanavardhitaha iti uktva sthitva cha kinchit kalam jagama. So then I think this is said by the Acharya. Why do I need all this, right? So I, who am living in a forest, why will I need all your kingdom, your people, and your treasures? Okay. So here, so this is a bit from a Gadya Kavyam. Now he says, Gadyam sadapi samasa bhuyishtam sandhi sahitam cha bhavati. Artha bodhaha sulabhataya bhavatu. Iti uddeshena atra harsha charita sangrahas sangrahastaha bhagaha svikritaha natu moola harsha charitastaha. So this is not the original harsha charitam kavyam. It is from harsha charita sangraha, means easy version of harsha charitam. Pathana saukaryaya sandhi vichchedaha sarvatra kutaha asti kritaha asti. So here in many places the sandhi vichcheda has also been done. Okay. So this is a sample of the Gadya Kavya.
This was Sulabham, ma'am.
I know. So the more we read, we'll become a little familiar. If we read the Gadya Kavyams, then you know how they are, the application of the sentences and all that we'll get more familiarized with it, and then it maybe becomes a little easier. Okay. So let us go back to.
Do we have to memorize this, madam?
No, not at all. Not at all. Those are only given for our exposure, like how a Gadya Kavyam will be. But
yeah, will there be questions?
Yeah, no
in
questions.
Our level,
also,
will there be questions on this Gadya Kavyam?
They don't ask any questions even on that part. Like who is that king? What did that king say? Such questions also will not be there.
No, lot of words are there in this. I don't want to interrupt you. I mean, almost every other word is a big confusion for us here right now.
Yes.
Every other word,
like you need to know the context also, right? Sometimes you need to know the context to understand things better. Okay. So let us go back to the beginning of the lesson. The second lesson, beginning of the second lesson, where we will do the Vyakarana. And here we have a one-line proverb, Mahiyamsaha Prakritya Mitabhashinaha. Mahiyamsaha means Amsa means of belonging to a certain what do you say, lineage, you can say. So those who belong to great Vamsha or lineage, Prakritya Mitabhashinaha, they speak less by by their swabhava.
Is it a Mahiyamsi is the Prathama Vikti Ekvachana, madam, for this? Mahiyamsaha.
Mahiyamsaha?
Is it the Bahuvachanam of Mahiyansi?
Yes. Correct.
Mahiyamsi. Okay. What do you say? Sakara, Ikara Purlinga. What do you say for this?
For Mahiyamsaha, let me see. Mahi.
Looks like Pullinga. Mitabhashinaha is written here. So
Pullinga Bahuvachana only. I'm trying to see. It is a Sakaranta.
Sakaranta.
Sakaranta Pumlinga Shabda. Mahiyan will be the Prathama Vibhakti Ekavachana Rupam. Mahiyan, Mahiyansau, Mahiyansaha. Sakaranta Pumlinga Shabda.
Okay. Sakaranta Pullinga. Sakaranta Pullinga. Okay. Mahiyamsi will be the Mahiyamsi
No. Mahiyan will be the Ekavachana.
Okay.
Mahiyansaha is Prathama Vibhakti Bahuvachana. Also, yeah, that's all. Only Prathama Vibhakti Bahuvachana. Okay. So now again coming back to our samasas. So here last week what we did was we saw in general some words which are in samasa and we tried to figure out the meanings of those words. But we did not go in depth about what kind of samasa it is. So from this lesson onwards, we will study more about the kind of samasas that are there and examples for each. So basically, the samasas can be categorized as Tatpurusha samasa, Dvandva, Bahuvrihi and Avyayi bhava. Now again, Tatpurusha samasa is further classified as Karmadharaya, Dvigu and Nai Prabhritayaha. Okay, now let us see the Tatpurusha samasa. Tatpurusha samasa is of many kinds. Samanya Tatpurusha, Karmadharaya Tatpurusha, Dvigu Tatpurusha and Nai Prabhritayaha. So we have 4 kinds there. Okay, let us look at the Samanya Tatpurusha. Now the Samanya Tatpurusha is completely based on Vibhaktis actually. Okay.
Any idea why this Jigu is left out, madam? Something is left out in this. What is left out here? Nai Prabhutaya is left out in this picture. Any idea why, madam?
In the picture it is not given.
Nai Prabhutaya.
It is because Nai Prabhritaya again has so many categories.
Again, yeah, it has got five categories.
I don't know why they have not included it here, but you can include it. That is not a big deal. Karmadharaya, Dvigu and Nai Prabhritaya.
No, ma'am. They have said there on top that they are considering, although Karmadharaya and Dvigu are further subcategories of Tatpurusha, they are taken under the main classification. So they are added. So they make it as 6 Tatpurusha, Dvanda, Brahuvihi, Avyayi Bhava, and they are also adding Karmadharaya and Dvigu, although they are subcategories.
Although they are a kind of Tatpurusha, you can consider them as a separate samasa
category.
Also.
Yes.
But I would still look at it as Tatpurusha only. Why I will we will discuss shortly.
They have said on top. We may say samasa.
Yes, I saw that.
Yeah.
Why the reason why they did that was because Karmadharaya is a reasonably big category. Yeah. So that is the reason why they said we can take it as an independent samasa by itself. But why I am saying we can still look at it as a Tatpurusha samasa, I will explain it shortly. Okay. So basically, for Tatpurusha samasa, one thing that we have to keep is, in mind is, now see, a samasta padam is there, means it is 2 or more words joined with some kind of meaning. Okay, they are not simply joined, but they express some meaning. The words in that samasta padam have a relation, but ultimately that samasta padam will refer to something, right? Now what it refers to, say for example, Devalayaha. If I say Devalayaha, what is it exactly? It is a place.
Devasya Alaya.
Devasya Alaya is the Vigraha Vakyam of that. But when I say Devalayam, what comes to your mind? A place.
Temple.
Temple. But finally, the temple is also a place. When I say Vidyalayaha, again, still a place comes to your mind. Because we are giving this additional information of Deva and Vidya, Of course, there is a little difference at how these two places, how we picture these two places in our mind. But basically, it is a place. Similarly, Pakashala. Similarly, so here Pakashala means a place where some cooking is done. Devalaya, a place where people worship God. Vidyalaya, place where education is taught. Something like that, right? A place, basically. There is a little difference between all these places, but still it is a place. So when I say Neela Meghaha, what comes to your mind? A cloud. A cloud comes to your mind, and then whether it is Neela or not, that is secondary. But what comes to your mind is a cloud. So here in Tatpurusha Samasa, the second word will take priority. Any Tatpurusha Samasa you take, the second word will be prioritized. That will be depicting the complete meaning of that word, or the main meaning of that word. Okay, Ramalayah, it is still Alaya, Devalayah, and so on. Okay, so in Tatpurusha Samasa, what that Samasta Padam is, what meaning that Samasta Padam is projecting is dominantly shown in the second word. Okay, if considering there are two words, Tatpurusha Samasa. So that is the reason why I say even Karmadharaya and Dvigu, though they are, because the categories are big by themselves, here in this book they have categorized as, they said we can consider them as a separate category. But why I am saying that we have to keep in mind that it is still a Tatpurusha Samasa is because we can identify it easily with this characteristic. If the meaning of the word is reflecting the second word of the Samasta Padam, Uttara Padam, then we can understand that this is, this is a Tatpurusha Samasa. Okay, and then which kind of Tatpurusha Samasa, again we can determine based on these other factors. This is the only reason why I said, though here they said that we can consider them as independent, the thing that is tying these varieties to Tatpurusha is this one particular quality, where the second word is more dominant in the meaning of the complete Samasta Padam. That is the only reason I said that. Okay, so now let us look at some examples of the Samanya Tatpurusha. So Samanya Tatpurusha is of 7 kinds, and these are based on the 7 vibhaktis. So when you are able to explain the Samastapadam using these vibhaktis, the relation between the two words is based on the vibhakti. So that is why the samasa itself is also labeled with the vibhakti. Prathama Tatpurusha, Dvitiya Tatpurusha, Tritiya Tatpurusha, and so on. So example of Prathama Tatpurusha will be Ardha Dinam. Ardha Dinam. So Dinasya Ardha Bhagam. Okay? Dinasya Ardha Bhagam. So here Ardha is the one that is in Prathama Vibhakti. That is why this word is considered as Prathama Tatpurusha Samasa. And for Dvitiya Tatpurusha, Grama Gataha. Grama Gataha. Here it is indicating a person who has gone to the village. So Gramam Gataha, he who has gone to the village. So here in Dvitiya Vibhakti. That is why this word is labeled as Dvitiya Tatpurusha Samasa. And then Vidya Manyaha. Vidya Manyaha means he who is respected. He who is respected because of, or because of, his learning, because of his knowledge. Okay, Vidyaya Manyaha. So he is respected because of his knowledge. So here Vidyaya, Tritiya Vibhakti we are using to explain that. So Tritiya Tatpurusha. And then Chaturthi Tatpurusha, Desha Hitam, Deshaya Hitam. Okay, Hitam is wellness or good. So wishing well for the country. Deshaya Hitam. or doing something for deshahitam, deshaya hitam. Okay, in that sense we can take. And then chora bhayam, afraid of the thief. Chorat bhayam. So here Panchami Vibhakti is there. So Panchami Tatpurusha. Devalayah, Devasya Alayah, Shashti Tatpurusha. And then Dana Shuraha, Dane Shuraha. This is Vishayadikarana. He who is Shuraha normally means like being very brave and all. So he who is extraordinary in his quality of giving. Okay. So that is with the Samanya Tatpurusha. Let us look at more examples. Sridevi adya kevalam ardhadinam karyam kritavati. Okay. So ardhadinam, dinasya ardhabhagam. So it is referring to that period of time which is half of a day. Kūpapatitaha balakaha kashtena janaihi rakshitaha. Balakaha, the boy is protected or saved by the people with difficulty. Which boy was protected or saved? Kūpapatitaha, he who fell into the well. Okay, Kūpam patitaha, we have to say. Kūpam patitaha. Now here we might think, why not Kūpe patitaha? Right? That appears more logical. Kūpe patitaha, in the well, falling in the well. But here Kūpam patitaha only is taken. It is in Dvitiya Vibhakti. Okay. So it comes under Dvitiya Tatpurusha Samasa. And then Matra Sadrishi. Matra Sadrishi. So here Sadrishi means like. So whenever the word, and then why these are all used is, yeah, I can tell you this. Kūpa patitaha. So there are certain dhatus which when used, the adhikarana becomes Dvitiya Vibhakti. The adhikarana which should have been in Saptami will take Dvitiya Vibhakti. This is one such word. The patitaha, the pat dhatu instigates Dvitiya Vibhakti. Okay, to the adhikarana. That is why Kūpam patitaha, and hence Dvitiya Tatpurusha Samasa. Matra Sadrishi. Here also, Sadrishi is a word which instigates the usage of Trutiya Vibhakti. So Matra Sadrishi. Because of Sadrishi only, Matra is in Trutiya Vibhakti. Okay. So Trutiya Tatpurusha Samasa. Matra Sadrishi Subhadra Pakakalayam Nipuna Asi. Okay, like mother, Subhadra is also an expert in cooking. Kutrachit Bhuta Balihi Deva Pujayaha Bhagaha Asti. So Bhuta Balihi means Bhutebhyaha Balihi. Bhuta means living beings, all kinds of living beings. So offering, Bali is offering. Offering made to all kinds of living beings is part of Deva Puja in some places. Okay, Kutrachit Bhuta Balihi Deva Pujayaha Bhagaha Asti. So Bhutebhyaha Balihi means offerings made for the living beings. So this is Chaturthi. Okay, Chaturthi Tatpurusha Samasa. Idanintana kale chora bhayam adhikam asti. So in these days, chora bhayam is more. So chorat bhayam, Panchami Vibhakti. So Panchami Tatpurusha Samasa. Sangeeta Shala adya shobhamana asti. Sangeetasya Shala. Okay, is very beautiful today. Shashti Tatpurusha Samasa. Shriman Sheshannaha Veenavadana Nipunaha Asit. Veenavadane Nipunaha. He is an expert in the art of playing Veena. So this is again Adhikarana, Vishadhikarana. So Saptami Tatpurusha Samasa. Sarve Samudra Tatam Bahu Icchanti. So everybody likes Samudra Tatam. So here Samudrasya Tatam. Okay. So this is also Shashti Tatpurusha Samasa. Veda Panditaha Shrikantha Murtihi Sarvan Bodhitavan. So Veda Panditaha, Vede Panditaha or Vedeshu. If you want to refer to all the Vedas, Vedeshu Panditaha. So this is again Vishayadhikarana, Saptami Tatpurusha Samasa. He who is a scholar in all the Vedas. Kavya Kushalaha Kavihi Ashu Kavitam Rachitavan. A poet who is very skillful in writing poetry wrote Ashu Kavita. Ashu Kavita means instantly. Like you give a word for them and they will write a poem on that. So that is Ashu Kavitam. Kavitam. Ashu Kavita actually. So Kavya Kushalaha. Kavye Kushalaha. Okay, he who is an skillful person in Kavya. So this is also Saptami Tatpurusha Samasa. So here the Vigraha Vakyams are given for each of these words that we have studied in these sentences. Ardham Dinasya, Pupam Patitaha, Matra Sadrishi, Bhutebhyaha Bali, Chorat Bhayam, Sangeetasya Shala, Veenavadane Nipunaha, Samudrasya Tataha, Vedeshu Panditaha, Kavye Kushalaha. Okay. And these are called Vigraha Vakyams, where we are dissolving the Samastapadam by explaining how the two words are related. That is called Vigraha Vakyam. And then we have Nai Prabhritayaha. So, a few other samasas are grouped under this name, Nai Prabhritayaha. Okay. So, these are also a part of Tatpurusha Samasa. Again, whenever it is said that something is part of Tatpurusha Samasa or categorized as Tatpurusha Samasa, it is only because the second word will carry more meaning, is the dominant word. Means that is the meaning of the complete Samastapadam also. Okay, here we have Nai Samasaha, means negation. So Adharmaha, na dharmaha, that which is not dharma. Kusamasaha. Kusamasaha is the name of the samasa. Example is Kupurushaha, Kutsitaha Purushaha. Okay. So a person with wicked intentions is Kupurushaha. Kurupi also we say, no? Means he who does not have a good rupam. Okay, beautiful rupam. He is called a Kurupi. Like that, that is also Kusamasa. So Kupurushaha is also a Kusamasa. Kutsitaha Purushaha. Pradi Samasaha. Ati Devaha. Atikrantaha Devam. Means that or someone who surpasses the god. Okay. Ati Devaha. So this is called Pradi Samasa. So to easily remember this, Pracharyaha we say, right? Pracharyaha. For principal, we say Pracharyaha. Means Acharyam. How do you say that? Atikrantaha, we can, here Ati is there. So Atikrantaha is used. For Pracharyaha, we can say
Principal.
The word itself means principal, but what it means is he who surpasses the teacher. Okay, principal is at a higher position than the teacher, right? So that is what I think. Yeah, it is Pragataha Acharyaha. Pragataha means above. Okay, above the teacher. Pragataha Acharyaha. So Pradi Samasa you can remember with that example, so it will become easy for you to identify. Gati Samasaha. So here, some action is going on. Shukli Kritya. Ashuklam Shuklam Kritva. Okay, making something that is not white into white. So always Gati Samasa will be like this, making something from one thing into the other. Like Sarali Kritya. Asaralam Saralam Kritva. Like that. Okay. Swachhi Kritya. Aswacham Swachhi Kritva. Means making something that is dirty into clean. That is Gati Samasa. And then Upapada Samasa. Kumbhakaraha. kumbham karoti iti. And then shastrajnaha, shastram janati iti. He who knows shastra, he who makes kumbha. Okay. These are all upapada samasas. So there is a little bit more to upapada samasa than what is given here. But for now, you just understand the examples. We will look into the details little later. Okay. Because upapada samasa, there is more to it. But here they gave it in very simple, just 2 examples they have given. How it works and why it is called upapada samasa and all that, there is more to it. But which is beyond the scope of the syllabus right now. So, but just understand that if you are not able to understand why this is categorized as upapada samasa, all the detail is not given here. That is why. But you simply remember the examples of upapada samasa. Now let us read the sentences. Sajjanaha adharmam na sahante. Adharmam. So, na dharmaha. And then tam. So, always with samasta padams, I think we discussed this last week. When we are dissolving a samasta padam by itself can be in some vibhakti. There is a vibhakti describing the relation between the 2 words. That is one aspect of samasta padam. But then the samasta padam itself can be in a vibhakti when it is used in a sentence. Okay. So, like here, adharmam na sahante. Here, adharmam is in dvitiya vibhakti. Okay. So, because it is in dvitiya vibhakti and it is a pumlinga shabda, tam will be the what do you say? How is what you use to represent that vibhakti. Okay. So, na dharmaha tam. So, when you are dissolving adharmam, you have to write it as na dharmaha, that which is not dharma, that. Okay. So, that which is not dharma, that good people will not tolerate. Okay. Because here dharmam, we consider it as a napumsaka, I used that. Okay. But in Samskritam, it is a pumlinga shabda. Okay. Dineshah kridayam apatuhu asti. Apatuhu. Na patuhu. He who is not skillful. Na patuhu. Here it is in prathama vibhakti only. So there is nothing, no suffix that we need to add. So, na patuhu. That itself will do. Janaha kurupam na icchanti. So here again kurupam is in dvitiya vibhakti. Janaha kurupam na icchanti. So kutsita rupaha. So here kurupam means people do not like deformity. We can say that. So here kurupam is not representing a person. It is only representing a deformed form. Okay. So kurupam na icchanti janaha. So here also kurupaha tam. We can say kutsuta rupaha tam. Like that we have to write the vigraha vakyam. Kukrityena papam sambhavati. Kukrityena means kutsita karyam. We can say kutsita karyam. Tena. So here it is used in tritiya vibhakti. Kukrityena. So when we are dissolving this word, kutsita karyam, tena. Karyam is a napumsakalinga shabdam. So kutsita karyam, tena. Tena papam sambhavati. Okay. With that, with kutsita karyam, papam will be there. Sugunendraha tasya vidyalayasya pracharyah asti. So Sugunendra is the principal of that school. So how do you dissolve pracharyah? Pragataha Acharyaha. He who surpasses Acharya. Sujanaha kenapi vairam na karoti. Sujanaha. So here, for Sujanaha, how can we say is, it will come under also Pradisamasa. Okay. So he who is beyond regular people. Sujanaha is someone who is beyond a regular person. Means he is a much more better person. Okay. In that sense, you have to take the meaning of Sugunaha, Sujanaha. Okay. Here the Vigraha Vakya is given as a Shobhanaha Janaha. It need not be Shobhanaha, it can be Uttamaha Janaha also, because Sujanaha means a good person. It is representing a good person. Shobhana usually means beauty, so you can write it as Uttamaha Janaha also. Okay. Samskritam Saralikritya Vayam Chatran Pathayama. Saralikritya. Saralam Saralam Kritva. Making something that is not easy into easy. This is Gati Samasa. Matuhu Adeshena Putraha Swaprakoshtam Swachikritya Shalam Gachati. So after cleaning his room, he went to the school upon his mother's order. Okay, Aswacham Swachikritya. That will be the Vigraha Vakyam for that. Panjare Sthitepi Sthitaha Api Simhaha Bhayankaraha Eva. Okay, so even though it is in a cage, the lion is still very ferocious. Bhayankaraha, actually, yeah, Bhayankaraha is causing fear. Like Kumbhakaraha is making the pot. Similarly, Bhayankaraha is causing the fear. Okay, so this will come under Upapada Samasa. Bhayankaraha will come under Upapada Samasa. Asmakam Shikshakaha Shastrajnaha Asti. So Shastrajnaha, he who knows the Shastra. Shastram Janati iti. Okay. Then we have Tadhittantas. Any questions so far? Okay. So let us move on to the Tadhittantas. So last week we studied Tadhittantas, which are based on relations, like especially the child, parent and child. Apatyam Puman, Apatyam Stri, and even in the lineage also we have seen. Now we will, in this lesson, under Tadhittantas, we will see belonging to something, then how it will be derived, how that word can be derived. Airavataha Aindraha Gajaha. Okay, Aindraha Gajaha. Vayam bharatiyaha. Arjune shauryam asti. Pushpe komalatvam asti. Bhashane madhurata bhavet. Ramaha guni rupavan shaktiman cha. Sita gunini rupavati buddhimati cha. Pushpam sugandhi varnavat renumat cha. Okay. So here Aindraha. Indrasya, belonging to Indra, is called Aindraha. Bharatiyaha, belonging to Bharata. Okay, is anything that belongs to Bharata is Bharatiyaha. Shauryam, Shauryam is to have the Shura Guna. Okay. So Shurasya Bhavaha, we can say. Shurasya Bhavaha Shauryam. Means how you express the quality of Shura. That is called Shauryam. Okay. Komalatvam. Komalasya bhavaha means the delicacy. Pushpe komalatvam asti. Madhurata. Madhurasya bhavaha. So, bhavas can be written in three ways, like Madhurata, Madhuratvam. There is a third way also. You were saying something, Mahodaya? Madhuryam. The third one is Madhuryam. So, Madhurata, Madhuratvam, and Madhuryam. All these three forms can be used to express that bhava. Okay, that quality, basically. And then Guni, Ramaha Guni, Rupavan, Shaktimancha. So Guni means he who has a good quality. Rupavan, he who has a good, beautiful form. Shaktiman, he who has that Shakti, power. Similarly, in Strilinga, Gunini, Rupavati, Buddhimati. Sugandhi. Sugandhi, Varnavat, Renumat. That which has fragrance, good fragrance, and that which has color, and that which has Renu. Renu here is referring to the pollen. Now here, all these words that are in bold are tadhitantas, but there is a difference between some of these. Okay, Aindraha means Indrasya, related to Indra. Such words are called sambandhartaka tadhitanta. Sambandha. You are showing a ownership kind of relationship. Indras. Okay, so sambandhartaka tadhitanta. And then we have bhavarthaka tadhitantas, which is like shauryam, komalatvam, madhurata. All these are bhavarthaka tadhitantas. Okay. And then we have matvarthiya. Matvarthiya tadhitantas. Matvarthiya means like gunavan. Okay. Dhanavan, vidyavan. All these means he who has vidya is vidyavan. He who has dhana is dhanavan. He who is strong is called balavan. Like that. Okay. These are all called matvarthiya. So you can look at these as something that is acquired. Now, many times we get confused between bhavarthaka and matvarthiya. So which one is bhavarthaka and which one is matvarthiya? For bhavarthaka, whatever qualities that we are saying is inherent. It comes naturally to that. Whereas these matvarthiya are more like acquired qualities. Okay. So dhanavan. Dhanam is something that a person can acquire, right? Balavan, a person can become strong by acquiring that quality. Similarly, Vidya, similarly, Shakti, similarly, Dandavan. Dandavan means he who is punished. Okay? Okay. And then, so here, Indrasya ayam, Aindraha. Now again here we have Linga Bheda. So Aindraha is representing a Pumlinga, something that belongs to Indra, which is a Pumlinga Shabda. So Indrasya Gajaha, Aindraha. Okay. Indrasya Iyam means a Strilinga form. So something that belongs to Indra, but that which will take a Strilinga form, like Sabha, Aindri. So it will be called Aindri. Now Aindri can refer anything that belongs to Indra, which is a Strilinga Shabda. Okay, it need not be only Sabha. Anything that belongs to Indra, which is, that word should be a Strilinga Shabda. Then you can use Aindri for that. Okay, and then Aindram. Napumsaka. Aindram Vanam. Okay. Okay. So here some clues are given as to what happens to the suffixes. Okay. So here the a is a suffix added to the nominal stem Indra, making it Aindra. So E plus a will become I. Since Aindra is an adjective, it always follows the noun in gender, case and number. So like Aindraha, Gajaha and so on. Whatever other things are there that belongs to Indra that can take Pumlinga Shabda. We can use with that. Similarly, Shiva will become Shaiva, Vishnu will become Vaishnava, Samudra will become Samudra. Okay, all these will get Vriddhi in the first vowel. Okay. Same as in the last week's class also, we read the same thing. The first vowel will get Vriddhi. Okay, here also the same is happening. Okay. And then, so like I said, there are three ways of representing the bhAvartaka tadhitantas. One is, say for example, if you take Madhuram, Madhuryam, Madhurata, and Madhuratvam. Okay, these are the three forms. Similarly, Komalatvam, Kaumalyam, and Komalata. Also, you can say. But normally, one of these forms is more popular than the others. You many times will see Komalatvam only, then Komalata. So, some words are used more in certain forms, but not in the all three forms. Okay, that is only with usage. Or sometimes when you are using them in a particular sentence, other factors also can affect which form you want to use. Okay. So here for the Matvarthiya Tadhitantas, okay, for Guni, how do we write Vigraha Vakyam for Guni? Gunaha asya asti iti. Okay, he who has guna is called Guni. Gunaha asyaha asti iti. Gunini. This is in Strilinga. Gunaha asya asti iti. This is for Napumsaka. There is no difference between the Napumsaka and the Pumlinga. They both, I mean the Vigraha Vakyam. Okay. So even for the other words like Balavan and all, you can write Balaha asya asti iti. Balavan. Dhanaha asya asti iti. Dhanavan. Like that you can write for the other words also. So if the words have a or a at the end, van is added. So when the pratipadikam ends with akaranta or akaranta, then van is added. Any other vowel, man is added. So in some words you have van, in some words you have man. It is because of this reason. Okay, so now we have an exercise on the samasa padams and the tadhitantas. So adaha dattanam samasanam vigraham drishtva samasa nama likhata. Okay, looking at the vigraha vakyam, we have to tell the name of the samasa. Udaharanam is given aparakayaha, aparam kayasya, prathama tatpurusha samasam, aparam kayasya. Okay, so ardhagramaha, ardham gramasya. Which samasa is it?
Prathama
tatpurusha samasa. Bhuta balihi, bhutebhyah balihi.
Chaturthi tatpurusha.
Chaturthi tatpurusha. Karya kushalaha, karye kushalaha.
Tritiya tatpurusha.
Saptami.
Oh, sorry, yes.
Karye is saptami. Aksha shaundaha, aksheshu shaundaha.
Saptami.
Aksheshu is in bahuvachana.
Saptami.
Yes, saptami. 1 second. Okay. Lokahitam. Lokaya hitam.
Chaturthi.
Chaturthi tatpurusha. Vyagrabhitaha.
Vyagrat pitaha. Panchami tatpurusha.
Vrikshamulam.
Vrikshasya moolam. Shashti tatpurusha.
Nakhabhinnaha.
Nakaihi binnaha. Tritiya tatpurusha.
Means splitting with the nails. Grihagataha.
Griham gataha. Dvitiya tatpurusha.
Vanagataha.
Vanam gataha. Dvitiya tatpurusha.
Samir, are you following?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Would you like to tell the next few ones? Vidya vihinaha. Vidyaya vihinaha.
Ma'am, Tritiya or Panchami, ma'am. Tritiya or Panchami?
Tritiya only. Vidyaya is Tritiya vibhakti only of Vidya. So Tritiya tatpurusha.
Okay.
Ekona. Ekena una.
This is Tritiya tatpurusha, no, ma'am?
Yes. Means, what does it mean, ekona? Less by one.
Less by one. Okay, ma'am.
Una means less. Less by one. Okay, then you call ekona. Ekona vimshatihi means 19. Okay,
yes.
Vimshatihi means 20. Ekona vimshatihi means 1 less than 20 means 19.
20.
Kavi rachitam. Kavina rachitam.
Don't know, ma'am.
So, the Kavi Shabda, Ikaranta Pumlinga Shabda, Tritiya Vibhakti, can you tell for Hari?
Hari,
Tritiya Vibhakti for Hari Shabda.
I'm not getting it, ma'am, right now.
Harina. So, here also it is the same, Kavina. So, it is in Tritiya Vibhakti.
Okay.
Tritiya Tatpurusha Samasa. Griha Rakshanam. Grihasya Rakshanam.
Sashti, ma'am.
Pitra Samaha. Pitra Samaha.
This is Tritiya, ma'am. Tritiya.
Yes. Tritiya Tatpurusha. Rammurthy garu meer cheptara konni? Visheshagnyah. Vishesham janati iti. ఏ సమాసం అది? ఉపపద సమాస. శాస్త్రం జానాతి ఇతి అట్లా ఉంది కదా, ఇది కూడా విశేషం జానాతి ఇతి. సో ఉపపద సమాస. నిశాకరః నిశాం కరోతి ఇతి. వినపడలేదు మీది నాకు వాయిస్. Your voice is breaking actually.
ఇప్పుడు వినపడుతుందమ్మా?
ఇప్పుడు now it is better.
ఓకే ఓకే. ఉపపద సమాసం ఉంది.
ఉపపద సమాసం ఉంది.
దినకరవతి కూడా దినకర ఆల్సో ఉపపద సమాసం. ప్రాచార్య ప్రగతి సమాసం. ప్రగతి పద
ప్రగతి సమాస.
గతి సమాస. ప్రాచార్య గతి సమాస.
ప్రాది సమాస యాక్చువల్లీ. ప్రాది సమాస.
సారీ ప్రాది సారీ.
దీర్ఘీకృత్య.
అది గతి సమాసం అండి.
సో అదీర్ఘం దీర్ఘం కృత్వా. ఓకే, ఉత్తమం. అనంతరం సమస్త పదం లిఖిత్వా సమాసనామ నిర్దిశత. భగవతా గీత. భగవద్గీత. తృతీయ తత్పురుష మీన్స్ గీత విచ్ ఇస్ టోల్డ్ బై భగవత్. ఓకే. హరిణా త్రాతః. హరిత్రాతః సమాసనామ తృతీయ తత్పురుష. Kshirena Odanaha.
Kshirodana.
Tritiya Tatpurusha.
Gudena Mishraha.
Gudamishraha.
Gudamishraha. Tritiya Tatpurusha. Masena Avaraha.
Masena Avaraha. Avaraha ante entandi?
Masavara.
Masavaraha is the word. Avaraha.
Avaraha ante
Ante done, I think. It is done in a month, something like that.
Oh,
completed.
Okay. Oh, Masena Avaraha. Okay. Masavaraha. Okay. Kopam patitaha Tritiya Tatpurusha. Kuchita Gatihi.
Actually, Avaraha is like less by. You can
Less
also
by.
use it as less by. Until less by 1 month, something like that.
Una like.
Until it is only one of the meanings. It is only one of the meanings.
All right.
One second.
For fifth one is Kopam Patitaha.
Kupam Patitaha. Kupapatitaha. Kutsita Gatihi. That is Dvitiya Tatpurusha.
Kuchita Gati. Kugati, Durgati.
Kugatihi is fine.
Kusamasam.
So next, Gavehitam.
Gavehitam. Idi Saptami Tatpurusha andi.
No. Gave ante Avu Koraku Hitamu ani. Chaturthi Tatpurusha. This is Go Shabda. So in Chaturthi it will become Gave. So Go Hitam you have to say. When we write the Samasta Padam, it will become Go Hitam and Chaturthi Tatpurusha. Next, Indrani Bhagini. Vrikat Bhitihi.
Vruk Bhitihi.
Vrika Bhitihi.
Panchami Tatpurusha.
Vede Panditaha.
Veda Panditaha. Saptami Tatpurusha.
Chakre
Chakra Bandhaha. Also Saptami. Karma Karoti Iti. Karmikaha.
Karmakaraha.
Upapada Samasa. Samshayam Apanna. Samshayapanna. Which Samasa is that also Upapada?
Is it Upapada or
Apanna having got, right? One who has doubt.
Apanna is clearing, I think.
Oh, okay. Oh, it is
Apanna,
not.
Samshayam Apanna means clearing or Nivrutti, kind of.
Oh, sorry. Apanna should be Dvitiya, right?
Samshaya Apanna.
Correct.
So, basically, clearing the doubt. Yes, Dvitiya Tatpurusha.
Dvitiya Tatpurusha. Na Brahmana will be Abrahmana. This will be Nai Samasa. Then Jalam Dadati Iti will be Jalakaraha. Jalakaraha.
Jalam Dadati Iti. No, this is Upapada Samasa only. I think. Jaladanam.
Jaladam.
Jaladam.
Jaladam. Okay. Rane Dhiraha is Ranadhiraha. Saptami.
Okay. Anantaram Vigraha Vakyani Likata. Ardhapalam.
Halasya Ardham.
Phalasya ardham. It is Prathama Tatpurusha. Nagaragataha.
Nagaram gataha.
Dvitiya Tatpurusha. Dhanamanyah.
Dhanena manyaha.
Tritiya Tatpurusha. Deshahitam.
Deshaya hitam. Tatpurusha. Sorry.
Vyagra bhayam.
Vyagrat bhayam.
Panchami Tatpurusha. Nripamandiram.
Nipasya mandiram.
Shashti Tatpurusha. Ranashuraha.
Raneshuraha.
Saptami Tatpurusha. Anashvaha.
Is it Ashwaha?
Na Ashvaha, Anashvaha. Nai Tatpurusha. Kurupam.
Kuchitam Rupam. Kusamasam.
Spashtikritya.
Aspashtam Spashtikritam.
Spashtikritya. Aspashtam Spashtikritya. Bhashyakaraha.
Bhashyam karoti.
Bhashyam karoti iti. So he who writes the bhashyam, like Patanjali, is a bhashyakaraha. Okay. Anantaram taddittanta. So shurasya bhavaha shauryam shurata shuratvam. Dhirasya bhavaha
Dhairyam dhirata
dhiratvam. Dhairyam dhirata dhiratvam. Virasya bhavaha
Viryam
virata viratvam.
Okay.
Madhurasya bhavaha
Madhuryam madhurata
Maduram.
Madhuratvam.
Sorry.
Madhuryam madhurata madhuratvam. Lavanasya bhavaha
Lavanyam lavanata lavanatvam.
Lavanyam lavanata lavanatvam. Katinasya bhavaha
Katinyam
Katinyam. Katinyam katinatvam. Sundarasya bhavaha
Saundaryam sundarata
sundarata sundaratvam. Okay. Then we have Dandaha asya asti iti.
Dandi.
Dhanam asya asti iti.
Dhanavan dhani.
Dhanavan.
Dhanavan.
Dhani or Dhanavan. Balam asya asti iti.
Bali or Balavan.
Bali or Balavan. Chakram asya asti iti.
Chakri Chakravan.
Chakri or Chakravan. Shikha asya asti.
Okay.
Shikhi Shikavan.
Shikhi Shikhavan.
Shikhavan.
Shikha is Akaranta Strilinga, so Shikhavan. Shulam asya asti iti.
Shuli.
Shulavan. Shuli or Shulavan. Then we have the Strilinga Shabdas, I think. Shaktihi asya asti iti. No, these are the same kind, but they are ending in any other vowel other than Akara.
Shaktiman, Shaktimati.
Shaktiman, Shaktimati. Ma will come here. Why? Because these are not Hrasva Akara or Dirgha Akara. Dhritihi asya asti iti.
Dhrutiman, Dhrutimati.
Matihi asya asti iti. Matimati. Buddhihi asya asti iti. Kantihi asya asti iti. Kantiman, Kantimati. Okay. So only the Anvaya Krama Anvaya Rachana is there, and even the Kavi Parchaya. Okay. So, which we shall do in the next class.
Okay, ma'am.
We are on the second lesson. We still have Anvaya Rachana and Kavi Parchaya to complete. Okay. Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you, ma'am.
Thank you.